lay into me for the 10,000th time about how wrong I was for keeping you and your father apart all your life, I'm going to say my piece. All right? Dante?
Okay.
Angelo Falconeri. I love you, and I gave you life, and I see that you are a grown man now, and if you want to have a relationship with Sonny, that is up to you. That's your business. But I will never apologize to you or to anyone else for doing what I knew was right by you your entire life growing up.
Okay. All I was going to say was that I was thinking about my treehouse.
You mean that thing you built in that skinny little elm tree in front of the Giordano's house?
Yeah, you tore it down because you said I'd fall and break my neck, and I swore I'd never forgive you.
You're all about 6 years old, you know. It's a long time to be carrying that kind of weight.
So I have this image of you in my head, tearing nails out and with a hammer in one hand and hanging onto a tree branch with the other.
You're my baby. I'm gonna protect you, even if you hate me for it.
Look, I know sometimes I can get hot and I say things that are way off base, and sometimes it takes me a long time to realize what a dope I've been. It took me a while for it to sink into my thick skull what you did for me. You just give me a life, you give me a good life. Away from Sonny and all the violence, and if it wasn't for you, I'd be in the ground right now.
No, don't even say that.
No, I'm not just saying that's true. I mean, and I'm not just talking about when you walked in on Sonny shooting me. I'm talking about what you've done for my whole life. From the day I was born.
Thank God.
You know how you told me you hauled off and hit Sonny? I took a page out of your playbook.
No, you didn't.
He's up there trying to tell me that it's your fault that I despise him, that he's a victim, that he's been deprived of his God-given right to love his son. I mean, but after I hit him, I saw the same guy who pulled the trigger on me. You know, when Lulu found out that I was undercover, she was trying to tell me all the good things about Sonny and how they outweighed the bad.
I got to imagine she's not feeling that way right about now.
Well, look, Michael got shot, spent a year in a coma. I mean, Lord knows what hell he witnessed the night Claudia was killed at the cabin. Then he's sent into hiding so he can't tell about what he knows. Christina, I mean, Alexis did her best. She tried to distance herself from Sonny, but now that kid has major father issues. She had a boyfriend who was beating her. She's in the hospital again because she can't ID the guy because she's worried Sonny's going to kill him.
I thought they said that Christina was going to be okay.
I mean, her body will heal, but she's going to have scars like Michael does. You know, grow up with Sonny as a father and get away clean. Yeah, man, when I was working undercover, I was lying to those kids every day, and I convinced myself that it was okay because I was putting Sonny in prison and they were going to be safer because of it. I convinced myself that my lies were to protect them from Sonny. And you did the same thing for me.
You're welcome.
I said some pretty lousy things to you. You just stood there and took it on the chin, and you didn't deserve any of that.
Forget about it.
No, that's not gonna happen. I love you, Ma.
I lost your baby.
Oh, no such luck.
How about your dreams? Are you okay about that?
Well, I'm still working on that one. I was gonna go sit with Christina, but I don't want to crowd her.
Yeah, her mother and sisters are with her. Kiefer's dead. Hit and run.
I just wouldn't. I didn't think things could get any worse for her. I'm probably wasting my breath here, but I don't know. How do you do what you do?
What do you mean?
Well, you've seen what Sonny does to his kids' lives. I mean, Michael's a mess. His guilt, his anger. Christina's not much better. Morgan's a good kid, but it seems like he's living on borrowed time, too. You care about those kids. I've seen it with my own eyes. And I get that you're being loyal to Sonny.
What do you know about loyalty?
These are my brothers and my sister we're talking about here, and I want them to have a better life than they do.
Yes, so do I.
Okay, well, then why don't you put aside your hatred you have for me and hear what I'm saying? Protecting Sonny does not protect his kids. It's just the opposite. Hey, don't tell me I blanked on a date.
Oh, how could you forget about our all-expenses-paid trip to Hawaii? Haven't you backed yet?
No, I'll dig up the snorkel gear and the fins.
Well, it's too late. We already missed the flight. We're stuck here.
Oh, in a paradise of our own making.
You didn't answer your cell phone, so I was just gonna leave you a note. And I mean, if you want to be alone, I can.
No, let me read the note.
No, I'll just save it for another time that you're not around.
Is that a tease or a challenge? Because sorry, I'm probably gonna be lousy company.
I don't know why you feel the need to entertain me. We can just sit. We can talk about whatever's bothering you.
Michael and Christina, and the hell of a life they've been dragged through. And I finally realized what an ass I've been and how lucky I am. My mother kept me safe from Sonny's world and all the pain that comes along with it. Instead of thanking her, I've been disrespectful and I'm calling her a liar to her face. I mean, you gotta promise me if I do anything that stupid or arrogant or self-righteous ever again, you'll call me on it, knock me upside the head, make sure it sinks in. I just don't get my mother's taste in men. And she's got no time for Sonny, which is good, because he's a gangster, but then she's with Johnny, who's a gangster.
Well, when we first started, I thought you were a gangster.
Yeah, but then you found out I was a cop.
So I went from a bad boy to a good one without having to switch men.
Oh, I'm glad I could make it easy on you. You know what? If this is a phase my mother's going through, it sure is a long one.
Did your mom date when you were growing up?
I mean, I guess she was just busy focusing on me, not that you can blame her.
Well, I mean, there had to be guys. Your mom's smoking.
That fire scared them all off.
Not Johnny.
Look, I just apologize for criticizing one of my mother's life choices. I'm not going to turn around and give her grief for another one.
Oh, your mom's a grown woman. I just don't think she's who you're worried about.
Michael and Christina, but what can I do?
Well, if you can't find him, I mean, you can't help him.
But even if I could find him, I'm the enemy because I'm taking his father down. And Christina just needs someone to talk to.
You did that. You did that. You helped her admit what happened with Kiefer.
I wasn't good enough. See, look, I told you I'd just bring you down. Anyway, mood changer right here, okay? If I can't take you to Maui, I will take Maui to you. So why don't we just turn up the heat, go and hop in the shower, and pretend we're caught in our own tropical storm.
Where did you get this music?
It was a bachelor party of a detective friend a few years ago.
Really? Were there hot hula strippers?
Oh, yeah. There was one.
Really?
You'd have loved him. His name was Douglas.
Yum.
Commitment ceremony for him and his partner. They're still together. Why can't my mother find someone to settle down with and be happy?
Well, maybe Olivia will be happy being single.
Sure. Or maybe she missed out on Mr. Right because of me. She was 15. She could have had a whole different life. It took guts for her to have me. She could have taken the easy road and had an abortion.
Didn't know that your mom considered not having you.
Well, she could have been selfish and made that choice. I'm sure it crossed her mind, right? I mean, an unmarried, pregnant teenager, unhappy with who the father was. I mean, sure, she had family and plenty of support, but she pretty much raised me all on her own.
You can't argue with the results.
And I dumped on her for doing exactly what she did my whole life, which was protect me.
With all the harm that Sonny did to his kids, he did one good thing for Morgan and Christina and Michael. He had you.
Wait, you going?
Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of stuff on your mind. I'm just in the way.
Well, no, that could never be, so stay.
Max is in the hospital, and I'm trying to cover the slack, and I got lots of deadlines. I just came by to give you the note.
Well, I'd love to read it.
Maybe next time.
All right, I can't wait.
You think it's morbid for me to come back to the place that I got pregnant when I'm about to get unpregnant?
No. Whatever you need to do.
Well, the clinic said not to eat or drink 8 hours before, but outside of that, I don't know how to prepare for an abortion.
Well, I'm pretty sure nobody does.